Welcome everyone to game number 6 in this Masters of Socotra 2 grand final between Vinchester and Mr. Yo. And the score line right now 3-2 in favor of Mr. Yo. So a match point for Mr. Yo, whereas Vinchester, this is an absolutely must-win scenario. Both of these players have shown impressive play here today, just really putting on a show for us. But let's see what they bring us in this game number 6. 3-2. Vinchester playing as the Aztecs, a very strong Civ, and Mysterio playing as the Portuguese. That's unique. I think that's just for the cheaper. Oh, Vinchester. I was afraid he was going to lose that. I should have known better. He knows what he's doing. He already. No, he doesn't have one. But why is Vinchester ahead? Okay, Mr. Yo already has Loom headed out doing his laming, already all the way back over here with his villager. Whereas Vinchester also headed forward doing the laming things as well. One ostrich pushed in there for Mr. Yo, and Mr. Yo getting out on these ostrich so quickly that I don't think Mr. Yo is going to be able to get. Sorry, Vinchester is going to be able to get a lot of food out of these, as he likes to do, even after they've been shot down. He's just here so fast, Mr. Yo, that they're going to be rotted away and gone. Now, this map doesn't have quite a hill like the last one did. This hill, yeah, that's an important hill. That's a nice hill. But there's also these hills over here, which are also super important. So right and left a little bit. Right between the players, you have this valley basically funneling between the two players. And you have on the right and the left of it a nice, very valuable hill with gold and stone on each hill. Vinchester gets a poke on the scout as the these Eagle Scouts are super nice, except they don't do quite as well. Vinchester already headed out here though. Let's see how much food's on each of these. There's uh, still a lot of food out here. Um, so if each of these has about 100, there's still 500 food out there, even though it's all rotting. The villager goes down for Mr. Yo, 1-0, Eco KD, and the Scout HP. Mr. Yo still has a lead there, but that's not that far off. Mr. Yo also coming out to go ahead and take his ostrich as well. Vinchester, he got his villager home. So just out here, he's got a mill coming down. That's a house. No mill coming down. Take it back. I think a mill will come down. Okay, now a mill is going to come down. Yeah, a mill getting dropped out here. As much food as possible being brought in from these dead ostrich. As Vinchester does such a good job on this map, I've been so impressed by the amount of food that he salvages. You can see, even already, 4 goats for Mr. Yo versus 6 goats still remaining for Vinchester. He does such a great job at salvaging the goats. Now, are we going to see either player head for the other player's berries? If so, it needs to be now. So, are these villagers headed for Vinchester's berries? I think so. I think both of these villagers are headed out here to lame Vinchester's berries. Vinchester not sending anybody just yet over to Mr. Yo's berries. Mr. Yo does such a good job with these obnoxious lames. Vinchester, he should be aware of this, headed out with a villager to check. Too late, Vinchester. Mr. Yo's already there. He sees it. More villagers headed out along with the scout that has healed up. So the scout 23 hit points. This eagle 25. Sorry, the scout 25. This eagle 23. And Mr. Vinchester gonna keep his berries open and takeable. Vinchester not even gonna bother trying to wall up Mr. Yo's. As whoa, more villagers coming forward for Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo wants to put this away right now. He wants to send these berries, wall them in, and that's a lot of villagers forward. This is wild stuff. You can see the weak scout headed back, the weak villagers headed back for Mr. Yo, now headed back for Vinchester. Each player doing their best to lose nothing and keep the other player on their toes. Now Vinchester, he's overextended. That scout is still alive. He does have a couple weaker villagers. Oh, he gets back. He wanted that kill. He gets back. I take it back. Not overextended, just very aggressive extension. And the scout goes down. Whereas the Eagle, still alive in the town center, healing up for Vinchester. Vinchester now with a KD of 2-0 and an Eco KD of 1-0 as he makes it safely back. All of his villagers. Villagers still forward for Mr. Yo. I don't agree with this, Mr. Yo. I don't think your idle time. Well, yeah. So Vinchester just has to hop out with more villagers than Mr. Yo has there, and this is at Vinchester's home, so he has more villagers. I don't agree with this play. However, I'm going to go ahead and claim all of these other resources. It's a smart play. Mr. Yo, Mr. Yo, what are you doing? Getting the boxing gloves out and has a big advantage in this fight as it's really just 2 villagers there versus 5. And Mr. Yo Vinchester, having trouble getting one out. Loses one. However, loses his scout. Vinchester loses his scout. Vinchester about to lose another villager. No, gets away, as does Mr. Yo's weak villager. However, Vinchester on the way to feudal age. Mr. Yo not quite yet. Vinchester just going to be a slight bit ahead as these villagers finally get pushed back. Mr. Yo, what are they going to do now? Mr. Yo, just unending commitment, not pushed back at all. And more of this madness. And I don't know who's taking advantage. Who's taking advantage? Who knows? Okay. Weak villagers from both being sent away. The fight just continuing on. Mr. Yo trying to delay the feudal age, I guess, in Winchester, but Winchester's already up. You're not accomplishing a whole lot, I don't think, Mr. Yo. As Mr. Yo tries to take another villager, but again, obviously that one runs away. The weak ones just consistently run away. Winchester doing a great job of only losing one villager in all these fights. However, there's 2 weak ones in there. There's 3-3, and all the villagers are pretty weak. Winchester, though, up to feudal. Mr. Yo, just a few seconds later, I assume there's a barracks already down. Towers already being dropped. And I don't know if Mr. Yo can see that. Let's see. No reaction. Mr. Yo, can you see? Mr. Yo does not realize that tower's coming up. That's not good at all for him. Let's check back over here, and over here we see a tower coming up for Mr. Yo. Vinchester rushing villagers out to deny that. Thinks better of it. Says, nope, you can have it. You can have it. Interesting. And Mr. Yo taking control of this area of Vinchester's base. Vinchester trying to take control of this area of Mr. Yo's base. Unable to do so. Didn't get the walls in. Guys, if pros would pre-wall these towers a little bit more, makes such a big difference in their game. Now, how is this going down over here? Vinchester, he's on this stone over here, and he's got a gold over here. He's not on this stone. Okay. So Vinchester, he's out of stone, 0 stone. Whereas Mr. Yo going to continue the tower rush. Vinchester, what's he going for? Archers and Eagle, I guess. And 1 archer out versus 2 skirmishers. Such an even game, but I don't like the fact that Mr. Yo is on stone and Vinchester's not. As Vinchester's going to lose this tower now. See if he loses any villagers. The Eco KD is 3-1 in favor now of Vinchester. So he's done a little damage over here. Definitely done some damage. Gets out of there. These villagers not going to lose any of those. Well played, Vinchester, I guess, although loses that position and really, must gain this position. And Vinchester, Mr. Yo, coming forward to tower right away. Yeah, great play. Now, wall this first. Wall it first. Okay, goes ahead and walls it. Go ahead and wall all the way around there. Vinchester, what are you going to do? Does Vinchester not see this? Vinchester has no idea. That's massive, actually. That's so big. Because he's not going to see this tower to deny it. It's going to go up. It's going to get walled in. See, they jump the villagers in to get the damage out. And that's great. But what if you walled it in a little bit more first. Maybe that would work a little better. Vinchester, though, getting pushed off of vital resources now. No more stone. One stone. Oh, that's so unfortunate. One stone short. One stone. So, gonna head back out there and take it with these two villagers just to get that one stone. Desperately. No, no, never mind. The tower is continuing. Pressure. Vinchester. Vinchester. I don't like the situation. He had to buy 100 stone to place this tower. The eagle out, but it's just such a tough position for Vinchester with Mr. Yo pressing in all over the place. And I'm afraid this is going to be the end of the tournament for Vinchester. Now, the game's far from over. It's not over yet at all, by no means, but just being pressured completely off of stone with the tower rush continuing for Mr. Yo is such a tough thing to position to be in, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a tower added here before long by Mr. Yo with these villagers that are. Wow. Do you see that call, guys? Do you see that call? I called that perfectly. Oh, wow. All right. So that tower gonna do a lot more damage, deny a lot more area this gold, and just all we have left for Vinchester is this little area of the map, and he's getting pinched out, and he doesn't have a military, and he's not close to Castle Age. He's having to buy so many resources. Headed forward, dropping another. What's he doing up here? Okay, Vinchester sees it, or sorry, Yo sees it. He's gonna wall this tower in as fast as possible. You, yep, gets the walls in, and Vinchester. I'm afraid Vinchester is. Oh well, yeah, he doesn't like this situation anymore, and runs home, sad and ashamed, and unable to do the damage that he needed to do. Selling wood for gold to buy stone. Well, now I think he's just going to try to get up to Castle Age. He realizes, hey, there's nothing I can do in Feudal Age. If I can win to Castle Age, and he is quite a bit ahead to Castle Age. So there's still a window here for Vinchester. Absolutely still a window here. With the food in for Castle Age on the way for Vinchester. Mr. Yo, not close. Now, Mr. Yo should notice that score dip for Vinchester. Reading the score is a skill, guys. It's not just information that you don't have. I don't get any information from the score. Almost never. Because you have to be watching. You have to notice that second it drops. You have to realize where they're at. You have to see them drop. Reading the score is a skill. Maybe it's a skill of unnecessary information, but I like it being there. As you've seen with other games, not having the score leads to these long games that grind out, with one player just slowly dying. Now, Vinchester's on the way up, but he doesn't have an army, and that's a lot of skirmishers in here. One villager down, one skirmisher down, two skirmishers down. Okay, these two eagles are going to do enough. I can't even click on it. This delay is so bad. As Vinchester is going to kill off these skirmishers for Mr. Yo, with the KD rising in favor of Vinchester and the Eco KD now even. Mr. Yo not yet on the way up. Mr. Yo is going to have the stone for a castle when he gets there. So Vinchester better get military control in a big hurry. I think Mr. Yo needs to get up very soon. This is going to be a siege workshop. It's going to be mangonels. It's going to be eagles, mangonels, monks. It's Aztecs. Monk mangonel is what we're going to see from the Aztecs. I guarantee it. Always. It's always. Monk mangonel from the Aztecs. Mr. Yo not yet up. Although 10 villagers ahead. That's not insignificant. I'm not sure how he's quite 10 villagers ahead. With a 3 to 5 Eco KD. Well, ahead in 2. Yeah. So, I'm not sure why he's quite so many villagers ahead. However, wheelbarrow coming in. Eagles coming out. Mangonel, monk. Yep. I already know. Monk, mangonel, eagle. The Aztec dream. Monks, and anything else. Those beefy monks for Aztecs. Just do so much work with this technology. He's adding hit points to the monks as this tower is going to be headed down before too long. These eagles headed forward. Mangonel here. Now there's two. A villager needs to come out and repair that thing. There's two towers, and this tower has one skirmisher in it. So it's a lot of damage being dealt on that thing. Don't lose it for nothing. And Vinchester, he doesn't. He's got the villager coming out. So that's great for him. Housed for Vinchester as he's creating everything, making everything. He needs to make a house. I'm sure he's making a house somewhere as he's housed. The monks are out. Vinchester has a lot of resources, a lot of food here. I'm not sure what his plan is with all this food. To sell it. That's what his plan is. Sell the food. He's making his economy as efficient as possible. Is he going for a fast imp? Could be. I don't know. He's getting wheelbarrow. Now, sorry, handcart. Already with wheelbarrow. The castle being dropped at home for Mr. Yo. That's massive. That's such a huge difference from the castle being dropped forward. Now there's only a 6 villager difference and wheelbarrow and handcart in. So now that villager difference making a lot more sense. Mangonel gets out of there. The monk yoinks that relic out of there. Vinchester finding all the different ways he can make his eco as efficient as possible as he focuses on military pressure. Sanctity coming in with the monks, making it ever so much tougher. Mangonels all around, knocking down these opposing towers from Mr. Yo. Another monastery being dropped. It's going to be a lot of monks as we see 3 relics now for Winchester. So he's expecting the Portuguese player to go into organ guns, and he's going to defend the organ guns with monks and mangonels. That's the play. All right, what a play it is. What a play. Well, let's see how it works. Now, these have similar range and a lot of damage dealt. Doesn't even turn and get a shot off. Mangonels can deal with organ guns. Organ guns can deal with mangonels. It's one of those situations where a lot of dancing comes into play, and the organ guns will do a lot of damage versus the Eagles and Fast Imp. It is Fast Imp. Winchester on the way up to Imperial Age. So, what is he looking at getting in Imperial Age, though? It's on stone super lightly. He needs to go heavy on stone if he wants to get a castle up. And he should get a castle up as his military is, not really any stronger than Mr. Yo's. And these bad boys do some damage. Redemption coming in to convert siege units. And this is risky, and I don't know what Winchester's gaining from him. I don't know what he's getting out of him here. I really don't understand. I like being the imp first, but not when you don't have a castle. Is he headed out to stone over here? Oh, there's no stone over here. Where's his stone? I guess he used up one? Perhaps? I don't know. Somehow I don't remember. But this stone being denied for the time being, that's a big deal. As Winchester, he's going to struggle up. Nice shot coming in there. One down, but loses the Megano. Conversions trying to come in. They're going to come in. Winchester's going to have to try and buy a castle, I guess, to get to Imperial Age. Or to get to the, Mangonels. Sorry, to get to the Trebuchets. Oh, these guys they're just not getting converted. Okay, one conversion. 2 conversions. These monks are so tough. 2 conversions. 3 conversions. Oh, monk goes down. But another conversion and 3 conversions. These tough monks. 9 to 9 on the military conversions. Coming in, keeping this in play as Mr. Yo making light cav now. He's going to go into heavy light cav organ gun to try to get the advantage. And Winchester, he's an imp. And yeah, buying up the stone. That's such a big play. Adding another monastery. This is going to be triple monastery versus organ guns. Wow. Aztecs, so greedy. Now, where's the castle going to get dropped? Okay, so Vinchester says, I want a castle here. Begin trebbing this castle down. He wants control. This castle doesn't control really anything, but it does give him a place to treb the opponent, as he's relying on the monks, completely and fully relying on the monks here, as the light cav come out and they will destroy these monks. The eagles finally coming into play here for Vinchester, trying to stop the light cav from wrecking his day. Uh oh, not nearly enough villagers were sent. I think this is it. I think that Doubt Castle seals the fate of this series. I thought the game was a good game, close game, but now I don't know. Yeah, it's Imperial Age against Castle Age, but Mystery Yo's not that far away now, and Vinchester, he's not able to do anything with Imperial Age. He's just making villagers and monks, but there's already light cav and organ guns on the field, and this castle died at 30%, and if he deletes it, he doesn't get enough stone back. Build another one. If he doesn't delete it, it's going to get destroyed. He's just lost military control. He's got to plead that the conversions come in enough for him to win the game, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Deletes the castle, 495. He buys 200 more stone, and where's the castle? Okay, in front of his base. This is a tournament grand final. He's not giving up till he's dead. Gets another conversion. Now trying to convert the light cap, and just not a conversion. Okay, 1, 2. Gets the light cap conversion, and the off-in counts. Well played by Mr. Yo. But look at the KD, 48-24 from Mr. Yo instead of in favor over Vinchester, and Vinchester protecting these 2 golds, so that'll give him a something sometime, but he's unable to make anything happen with this faster, and just nothing came of it, as he's still trying to get these monks out, make something happen with these monks. Mr. Yo showing us why he is absolutely considered top 4 players right now in Age of Empires, maybe even top 3 players with, I would say top 3 for sure. A top 3 player right now in this game. And on Socotra, just an absolutely dominant player going through everybody, showing everybody how it's done. So what a performance for Mr. Yo Vinchester, an up-and-comer, really putting his stamp on recent tournaments, going through some massive names in previous tournaments, but unable to do it this time, as Mr. Yo crushes the Viper, crushes Jordan, and now is taking care of Vinchester. When is the GG called? I think that's the main question we're asking. Not who will call it, but when will it be called? As this game is just continuing on in the favor of Mr. Yo more and more and more. Who he can click up anytime he wants to. Mr. Yo can click up. He should sell or buy a little bit of food and click up. This Treb out here exposed, unable to do any damage. Monks. Now, Mr. Yo, I think he's not closing this out as fast as he could be. Definitely could be pressuring a little more. 2 Trebs out. The 2 Trebs gonna take on the stables. Okay, yeah, but so Pike, Monk versus Organ Gun, Light Gun. And I'm sorry, my voice is going, and I'm really struggling to keep it calm right now as we close out this series. And Mangonel's out, Light Cav, Organ Guns coming over. The numbers, the military numbers are actually pretty close. I don't know, 7, 8 monks. Alright, that's a lot of monks, but they're not doing enough. Well, they might. Right here. A lot of conversions could come in for Winchester here and prolong this game, but even with a lot of conversions, I don't see him winning this game. As Mr. Yo, now on the way to Imperial Age, dropping another castle so he can trap away at Winchester's castle when he gets to Imperial Age. Now, this is a little preemptive, as it's going to start getting trapped down immediately. And Yo, this is not great by Yo, but did it? Did he lose it? He didn't lose it. He deleted it and realized, hey, I should have waited on that. got to get rid of the trebs or something before I do that. So he backs up, backs away. No more of that. Light cav coming in, sniping monks, and getting converted. But nope, they run away. Light cav takes so long to convert. It's not a great thing to try to convert. The castle placed a little farther back as Mr. Yo, reaching Imperial Age in just a few seconds, will be able to begin treb production. And I think we're going to see him shifting to very quick production. His university being dropped for bombard cannons. I think it's going to be bombard cannons as soon as possible. Wow. 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 There's so many monks converting these organ guns. The light cav come in, running the monks away. Now the organ guns are able to take out the trebs. The trebs are going to go down for Winchester. Mr. Yo's in the Imperial Age. The trebs are dead for Winchester. The trebs are not dead for Winchester. One down. The other one. Okay, the trebs down for Winchester. Mr. Yo in the Imperial Age. No trebs on the way. Just going to go into bombard cannons. He's not in a hurry. Not in a hurry at all. He's just taking the advantages, holding his lead, not making trebs, surprisingly. Mr. Yo, Winchester, making 2 more trebuchets. As Mr. Yo, wow, what a long Socotra game, guys. By the way, 44 minutes on Socotra. That's just an extensive Socotra game. You don't see that. Mr. Yo, taking the advantages that he needs, getting chemistry, getting organ guns, making light cav. I would love to see him pushing a little faster here. The Portuguese push here is pretty slow. As finally, chemistry's in. Bombard cannons and trebs being added. Why not add trebs earlier? I don't know. Bombard cannons and trebs being added. 16 to 19 in the military, but that military just trades back and forth. Like, there's no set teams here. It's really a Diplo game on the military. The military is just trading sides back and forth. I'm your friend. No, I'm your friend. No, I'm not your friend. No, I'm dead. No, I'm your enemy. And the trebs out, taking this hill. No, he thinks better of it. Backs away. He's waiting for the bombard cannon to deal with that treb and that other treb. But bombard cannons against these monks. These monks are a problem against bombard cannons. I don't know that that's the play. Okay, ballistics coming out. Why ballistics and arquebus? Arquebus for the ballistics for the units. So we're gonna quick pause. I will be right back. All right, continuing on in this absolutely crazy game. Number 6 is Masters of Socotra final as Mr. Yo just taking little advantages, taking control, but I don't like this unit choice for Mr. Yo, just continuing in with the organ guns when they're not working particularly well. I don't feel. Now, it is 133 to 50 KD ratio, so I guess you could say it's working alright. Let's see how many conversions. Sorry about the sneezes. Alright. I missed conversion somewhere. We'll see at the end of the game. I don't know. But just continuing on with the organ gun light cav. Now taking this hill. Gonna fight from the hill, which doesn't make a difference against the monks. But just the military advantage growing. And we saw the rare Jaguar Warrior go down there. Not really doing anything. These units just pushing out. And the pikemen being taken down 145 to 53 KD. Must be allergic to long Socotra games. As Mr. Yo, I don't love this whole ending approach for Mr. Yo. He's being very cautious and really going for the wrong comp, I think. He's using the bombard cannon against his converted organ guns. so it doesn't get converted. He can't get close to the bombard cannon, or it will get converted. Whereas, you know, Mr. Vinchester over here, really holding so well with the military, but that castle's going to go down. And when that castle goes down, there's not enough pikemen. There's zero pikemen. Okay, now two pikemen out. These light cavalry come storming in on these monks. Well, no, not if. Okay, here come the light cav storming in on the monks. Like I said, um, now all those organ guns are getting converted. He sent the organ guns first, and then the monks, or and then the light cav. Should have done it the other way around. But GG called. GG called. Vinchester says, congrats to Mr. Yo, congratulating him on a great series, a great set, a great tournament, as this concludes Masters of Socotra 2. Grand final between Mr. Yo and Vinchester. Let's go ahead and put that up here for Mr. Yo. Nope, other way. There we go. Mr. Yo wins in a crazy game number 6 with what kind of KD? 183 to 68. So that went pretty well. But 56 conversions for Vinchester. 56 conversions. I don't think I've ever seen so many conversions in a single game in my life. 56 conversions. That's unreal. But Mr. Yo, just such a great advantage throughout the game. Just so much stronger, so much more powerful. More villagers, better timings. Or actually, Vinchester had a better timing, but not able to do anything with it with the military control. And you can see the APM barely better for Vinchester that game, as he was just not able to do anything. What a crazy series. What a crazy set. And this concludes the grand final. Masters of Socotra 2. Mr. Yo is your winner. Thanks for watching.